For well over a year and a half, the debate about e-tolling has raged in Gauteng and across South Africa. Now, gantries are going to be waking up on the 3rd of December, and it's time to put the system to the test. At Eyewitness News, there's going to be a big focus on e-tolling this week. We're going to be looking at a couple of key issues. Most importantly, is the system going to work? We've heard from the opposition to Urban Tolling Alliance. They believe that it will collapse because of the number of people who simply aren't going to register or pay their tariffs.
This is probably the biggest campaign of defiance and rejection against the government policy in our new democracy. But having said that, they continue to forge ahead.
On the other hand, you've got SANRAL, which says that aside from a few minor glitches, it expects everything to flow perfectly.
This was supposed to have been launched last year in April, so we've had more than 18 months to refine the system, to test the system. So yes, we're very much ready from an IT point of view, from a systems point of view. It is all systems go.
Secondly, will motorists buy into the system? We're looking at some of the figures in terms of the sales of e-tags. The very latest that SANRAL has told us is that since the announcement of the launch date, there's been a spike in the number of people buying e-tags. That figure now stands at about 730,000 people. But if you consider how many motorists there are in Gauteng, how many regular users, that figure is around 2.5 million to 3 million people. So what will happen with the rest of the people who haven't yet bought their e-tags? Thirdly, what will happen to the road network? Will the highways become emptier? What will happen to the other routes that are going to be used by a lot more people? We know that there's a problem with those routes. We know that many traffic lights aren't working. We'll be keeping a close eye on the roads across the province. In our bid to tell the e-tolling story, we're going to go to the people. We're going to speak to motorists.
I won't be buying the e-tag because I feel that as taxpayers, we've already contributed immensely to a lot of projects that the government do, and I feel that some things they should find better ways of maintaining them without having actually to make us pay even more.
I won't be buying an e-tag as I would not like the government to have access to my bank account and to be charging me amounts that I don't want to pay.
So I will not be buying the e-tag anytime soon. I think because there's lots of various ways that the government can collect levies to service the roads. I think the e-tag is just a bunch of nonsense to me.
We're going to go up into the air to see what is going on the roads across Gauteng. We're also going to be relying on some of the leaders in the debates, opposition to Urban Tolling Alliance, SANRAL, the AA and other key players to write for us and to share their views with us as the process unfolds. We're going to have journalists across the highways. They're going to be giving us an update on what is happening out there. We're also going to be keeping a close eye on threats that there's going to be some kind of vandalism or damage to some of the gantries. Nothing like that has happened yet. There haven't been any mass protests, but you never know. The police are going to be keeping a close eye on that, and so will we. You'll hear the e-tolling story unfold on air, but you should also have a look at our website. There we're going to show you what kind of tariffs you're going to be paying. We're going to be showing you the routes and some of the cost calculators of where your journey is going to take you and how much you're going to be paying for it. We've seen the e-tolling court battle go all the way up to the highest court in the land. We've had fiery public consultations. We've had go-slows on the highways. This is not a story you're going to want to miss this week. Eliseev, Eyewitness News, Johannesburg.